Packed the silence in a suitcase, folded every promise into dust. You smiled like everything was easy, while I was learning not to fall apart. The picture stayed upon the table, but every memory lost its light. You closed the door without looking back, and left me talking to the night. I kept waiting for one more reason to believe, but every heartbeat whispered softly, you already chose to leave. You choose leaving, and I was choosing us. You found another road while I was holding on enough. You walked away so gently, like love had never been. Now every empty morning reminds me where you've been. You choose leaving, and I chose breaking slowly. Guess that's how forever ends so quietly. Your favorite cup is still beside me. The coffee always turns out cold. I hear your laughter in the hallway, but it's only echoes growing old. I try to hate the way you left me, but love refused to disappear. Even after all this distance, your ghost still finds me here. Some nights I wonder if you ever say my name, or if you learn to forget me without pain. You choose leaving when I was choosing us. You traded every dream for someone easier to love. You left your shadow inside every room I know. Now every lonely sunset feels too beautiful to hold. You choose leaving while I kept believing. Some hearts stop beating long before they're leaving. Maybe love isn't always meant to stay. Maybe goodbye hides the words we never say. If another life lets us start again, I'd still choose your hand, even knowing how this ends. And if someday you hear this melody, know the part that's missing will always be me. You choose leaving, but I never chose goodbye. I watched our little universe disappear before my eyes. You left the window open, but never came back home. Now every star above me feels colder on its own. You choose leaving, I choose your remembering every laugh, every kiss, every broken dream. Maybe someday the hurt won't feel this deep, but tonight your memory is all I get to keep. So if you ever wonder who still says your name, it's the lonely heart that never learned to change. You choose leaving, I choose loving, even after you were gone. Even after you're gone. footsteps, every floorboard calls your name. The morning light feels colder now, nothing ever looks the same. I still reach across the bed, like you're sleeping by my side. Then reality reminds me you were only passing by. I keep finding little pieces of the life we used to own. Funny how a crowded memory can make a heart feel so alone. I thought love was forever, I never learned goodbye. Now every lesson starts with another sleepless night. I'm learning how to stay alone, building walls inside this home, talking to the silence like it answers when I call. I'm learning how to breathe again, one slow heartbeat at a time, trying to believe that broken doesn't always mean goodbye. Some days I almost smile, some days I barely stand. Healing isn't easy when your world slips through your hands. I'm learning how to stay alone without losing who I am. I deleted all our messages, still they echo in my head. There are conversations that no phone can ever end. Every street reminds me of the dreams we used to chase. Now I pass those places slowly, looking for your face. Friends keep saying time will carry all the pain away, but clocks only count the hours, they don't teach a heart to change. Maybe love can disappear, maybe people do, but part of me still whispers everything leads back to you. I'm learning how to stay alone, finding peace inside the storm, holding all the shattered pieces until they start to form. I'm learning how to laugh again, even when it feels unfair. Some scars never leave us, but they teach us how to care. Though every sunset still reminds me of your eyes. I'm learning how to live instead of asking why. Maybe someday I'll hear your name without my voice breaking. Maybe someday I'll see your smile without pretending. Maybe someday another heart will knock upon my door, not to replace you, just to remind me love still exists somewhere. Until that day, I'll keep becoming someone I can save. I'm learning how to stay alone without becoming made of stone, keeping every beautiful memory, but finally letting go. I'm learning how to trust the dawn, even after endless nights, because the sun keeps rising for every soul that fights. You were once my whole world, now you're just a page, a chapter I'll remember but no longer have to stay. I'm learning how to stay alone and somehow finding home inside myself again. If our story had to end, I'm grateful that it came. You taught me how to love, and heartbreak taught me strength. So tonight I won't wait for footsteps at my door. heart wasn't shaken. I gave my all to keep them fine, while losing every piece of mine. I said it's okay 1,000 times, even when it crossed the line. I turned my pain into a joke, until my voice completely broke. I thought that love meant sacrifice, even if it cost my life. So I became what they could use, and called it love to hide the truth. But somewhere deep inside of me, a quiet voice kept asking, please, is this the life you're meant to live, or just a soul that always gives? Never lose yourself to make others happy. Don't let them turn your heart into empty. You are more than what you give away, more than words they never say. Never shrink just to belong. Don't let them tell you you're wrong. The love that's real will never ask you to forget your past. So I'm choosing me this time. No more crossing every line, because I finally see the truth. I am enough, just being me. I stayed too long on one side of love, praying for a change above. But love should never make you feel like your emotions aren't real. They took my kindness as a right, left me alone every night. And every time I tried to leave, they pulled me back so easily. I gave them comfort, gave them peace, while my own soul fell beneath. I didn't know I was allowed to put myself first somehow. Now I see what I ignored. I was bleeding more and more, trying to be what they need, while I was falling underneath. Never lose yourself to make others happy. Don't let your soul become so empty. You don't have to break to stay, or give your life away. Never bend until you fall. You are worth it after all. The right love won't make you choose between them and you. So I'm finally walking free, back to who I'm meant to be, because the truth I now believe is I deserve me. If I seem different, I have grown. I'm no longer made of stone. I stopped living for their view and started listening to what is true. Some goodbyes are not defeat, they are how you find your peace. And every tear I cried before led me back to something more. Never lose yourself to make others happy, even if they say you're selfish. Gently you can love and still be whole, without losing your soul. Never give your heart away just to make someone stay. The strongest love you'll ever know is learning when to let go. So I stand here unafraid of the choices that I made, because I finally understand I am in my own hands. I used to live for everyone, until I forgot where I come from. Now I choose my peace above, and that is self-love. Never lose yourself. make others happy, because you are already enough. I used to lower every line just to make you stay in mine. I called it love, I called it fate, even when it felt too late. I ignored the warning signs, red flags hidden in your eyes. I thought if I just tried more, you'd love me like I did before. But love shouldn't make you shrink or leave you standing on the brink. I gave too much, I lost my way, trying to make you want to stay. Now I see what I became, just chasing someone who won't change. But self-worth doesn't compromise, it learns to recognize. Keep your standard high, don't settle low for hearts that only come and go. You deserve a love that's real, not something you have to feel. Keep your standard high and true, don't break yourself to get through. The right one won't make you cry just to prove your worth that time. So I'm raising mine again, no more pretending to bend, because I finally understand love should never hurt who I am. I stayed too long in half the truth, ignoring what I always knew. You loved me only when it was light, never stayed through darkest nights. I became what you could use, ignoring every silent bruise. And every time I lost myself, you placed my heart back on a shelf. Now I see it crystal clear, not every voice deserves my ear. Some people only come to take, not to love, not to stay. I thought that lowering my worth would somehow make me feel enough, but love that asked you to descend was never love in the end. Keep your standard high, don't fall for less, don't confuse pain with tenderness. You are not a backup plan, you deserve a real love, not a stand. Keep your standard high, don't break your soul to fit inside someone else's hole. The right heart won't make you choose between your worth and you. So I'm done with what I knew, I'm choosing better, something true, because I finally can see I was meant for more than me. If I walk alone tonight, it's because I've learned what's right. Not every hand is meant to hold the story I unfold. I'd rather wait than lose myself, or place my heart upon a shelf, because self-respect is not goodbye, it's how I learned to fly. Keep your standard high, don't ever fall for someone who gives you nothing at all. Love should lift you from the ground, away from what was never meant to stay, because I finally see the light. I deserve love that feels right. No more settling for less, no more silent emptiness. I'm choosing me, I understand. Love begins when I take a stand. Keep your standard high, and your heart will find its way home. You smile like you already knew me, like my walls were meant to break. You spoken words so soft and easy, I forgot the price I'd pay. I let you in a little closer, faster than I should have done. I thought that maybe this was different, maybe you were the one. But trust is not a fleeting moment, it's something built with time. And I gave mine like it was nothing, left my heart unguarded, blind. Now I see what I ignored. Not every love is something more. Some hearts are just passing through. Not meant to stay with you. Don't trust someone too quickly, even if they feel like destiny. Not every smile means it's true. Not every I care is for you. Don't open up before you know where their real intentions go, because broken trust cuts deep inside and stays a long time. So I'm learning how to wait, not rush into someone's fate, because a real love doesn't need a test. It earns your best. I thought you meant every promise, every word you said that night. But shadows often wear the brightest clothes that look like light. You knew exactly what to tell me, to make my guard come down. And I believed your every story without looking around. Now I see the pattern clearer, how fast I gave my trust away, and how quickly things can vanish when they were never meant to stay. I mistook attention for devotion, got lost inside the emotion. that's real will understand the pace of a gentle hand. Don't open doors without a key. Let them prove their honesty, because your heart is not a place for temporary grace. So I'm wiser than before. I won't fall so easily anymore, because I finally understand trust takes time to stand. Now I walk a slower road, carrying what I've been told. Not every heart deserves to see the softest part of me. I wait until it's clear and true before I give my trust to you, because I've learned the hardest art, protecting my heart. Don't trust too quickly. Protect your heart. Let time reveal the truth. Stayed too long in half respect, where love was something I'd collect, not something given freely true, just something I kept proving to you. I swallowed words I should have said, kept silence growing in my head. I called it patience, called it care, while losing pieces everywhere. You crossed the lines I drew in sand, and still I held your careless hand. I thought if I loved you more somehow, you'd finally see me now. But love that hurts and keeps you small is not love at all. And I can hear my heart confess I deserve better than disrespect. Walk away from disrespect, even when your heart says not yet, even when it breaks inside, even when you want to hide. Walk away, don't turn around, even if it shakes the ground. Some love is just a pretty disguise for pain that wears your eyes. I'm learning now what I forgot. Love should never hurt this alive, so I choose myself instead of being misled. You only loved me when it was easy, when my silence kept you free. But when I needed you to stay, you always drifted far away. I made excuses for your tone, pretended I could heal alone. But every time I gave you grace, I lost a little of my place. Now I see you wasn't love, just comfort you were thinking of. And I was there to fill the space you never truly tried to face. I thought endurance made me strong, but I was staying far too long. Respected should never feel like dread. If I loved you less, I'd stay, but I love me more this way. And sometimes self-respect begins where broken patience ends. I won't apologize for peace or choosing my release, because healing means I learn to see what's good for me. Walk away from disrespect, even if it leaves a wreck. You are not a place to break for someone else's sake. Walk away and hold your ground. Let your silence be the sound of a heart that finally chose to let go. I'm no longer staying there where love was never fair, because I finally understand I deserve a better hand. So I walk into the light, even if it feels like night, because peace will find me there when I choose to care for the one I left behind. My own heart this time, no more disrespect again. I choose to win. Walk away and never look back. I used to stay where voices rise, where love was mixed with alibis. Every word felt like a fight, even in the middle of the night. I thought that chaos meant we cared, that broken love meant we were there. But I was losing sleep and peace for something that will never be. I called it passion, called it fate, even when it felt too late. But love should never feel like war. I can't do this anymore. Now I see what I ignored. My heart deserves something more. Not every storm is meant to stay. Some are best walked away. I choose peace over drama, over tears and broken karma. I don't want love that feels like pain or leaves me crying in the rain. I choose calm over confusion, over toxic illusion. If it costs my inner light, then it's not worth the fight. So I'm letting go tonight to finally feel alright, because my soul has had enough of messy love. You love me loud but never kind, a battlefield inside my mind. Every apology came too late, after damage sealed our fate. I kept trying to explain my heart, why you kept tearing it apart. And I mistook your chaos for care, when you were never really there. Now I see it crystal clear, not every voice deserves my ear. Some love only brings unrest and calls it passion at its best. choosing calmer joys, because my heart deserves much more than a closed door. If I leave without a sound, it's because I finally found that love should never break you down just to wear a crown. I don't need intensity, I need stability, and I won't apologize for choosing what feels right. I choose peace over the drama, over fear and constant trauma. I'm not built to live in fire or survive on endless wire. I choose truth over confusion, over toxic illusion. If it doesn't feel like home, I'd rather be alone. So I walk away tonight into softer light, because I finally understand peace is in my hands. No more chaos in my name, no more burning in your flame. I'll protect my heart and soul and make myself whole. I choose peace, I choose me. Finally free. Choose peace over drama. So you're giving all your light to someone who didn't treat you right. You bent yourself to make them stay, while losing pieces every day. You blamed your heart for being kind, ignore the truth you left behind. But love should never make you feel like you are something less than real. I watched you smile through every pain, standing quiet in the rain, thinking love was meant to hurt, like you were less than what you're worth. But I wish you could clearly see what I see when you're next to me. A soul that shines but doesn't know how bright it is when it lets go. Always remember your worth, you are more than all your hurt. Don't let anyone define the way you shine. Always remember your value, even when they don't see you. The right love will never ask you to look back. So don't you ever forget, you were never second best. You were always enough, just as you were. They took your kindness for a door, always coming back for more, but never stayed when you were weak, never held you when you'd weep. You thought that maybe you were wrong for not being enough or strong, but I swear the truth is clear, they never deserved you here. You gave them oceans, gave them skies, while they gave half truths and lies. And still you stayed, hoping one day they finally choose to stay. Love that makes you lose your peace was never meant to set you free. And I wish you truly need will never make you bleed. Always remember your worth. You were made with endless worth, not to shrink or break apart, but to shine from your heart. Always remember your name. You are more than any pain, and the love that's meant for you will always be true. So hold your head up tonight, step into your light, because the truth will always be, you were born worthy. Never forget, even when it's hard, you are your own shining star. And no matter where you go, let your self-love grow. Always remember your worth. Always remember you are enough. You see me smiling in the light, like everything is doing right. But you don't see the nights I cry, when silence answers every why. You hear my voice but not the pain, the storm I hide behind my name. I learned to look like I'm okay, while breaking slowly every day. I never show the cracks you made, I keep them hidden, never displayed. But every word you left unsaid still echoes loud inside my head. And you move on like nothing's wrong, while I'm still holding on too long. You never asked what's underneath the parts of me you made me keep. You never know how hurt I do behind the smile I show to you. I'm drowning in what you don't see, the silent version of me. You never know how deep it goes, the pain that nobody knows. I'm breaking in a quiet way that you don't stay to face. So I keep it all inside while you just walk by. You think I've healed and moved ahead, but I still feel the words you said. They play like shadows in my mind, repeating all the hurt you left behind. You never see the nights I stay wide awake, just fading away, while you're asleep so easily. I'm fighting memories quietly. I learned to laugh when I should fall, to stand when I can't stand it all. But strength is just another mask to hide the pain I never asked. If you look closer, you would find a heart you left so far behind. But you don't see what I endure, because I suffer insecure silence. You never know how hurt I do every night I think of you. Not because I want you back, but because of what we lacked. You never know how deep it stays long after love fades away. I carry wounds you never see inside of me. So I keep pretending I'm fine while I lose my never forget you. You'll never know, and maybe that's the truth I own. But I hope one day you feel the hurt I learned to conceal. You never know how hurt I do. Tell myself I've moved ahead, that I don't think of what you said. But every quiet night alone still feels like calling you home. I pass the places we once knew, where every memory breaks through. The cafe light, the empty street, still echoes where our hearts would meet. I try to act like I am fine, like I've erased you from my mind. But some feelings never leave, they just learn to breathe. And I know I should let go, but there's something I still hold, a fragile hope I can't deny, that maybe you'll come back in time. I still hope it's you, even when I try to, even when the world says move on, my heart still holds on. I still hope it's you, in everything I go through, every new face, every name, it never feels the same. And I don't know why I wait, but I still believe in fate, that somehow, somewhere, it's true. It's still you. I've met new smiles along the way, but none of them could make me stay. They try to love me, try their best, but nothing fills this emptiness. I laugh at them, I play along, but in my heart I hear our song. Every melody feels wrong, without where you belong. They say I should forget your name, that holding on brings only pain. But some stories never end, they just pretend. And maybe I'm a fool for this, for every coffee cup is where you left it. Dust is dancing in the light. Every little corner whispers how we disappeared one night. The hallway still remembers laughter, pictures hanging on the wall. Funny how a silent house can somehow sound the loudest of them all. I keep reaching for your jacket, though I know it's long been gone. Love can leave without a warning, yet the heart keeps holding on. Every ending has a shadow, every memory leaves a stain. Even after all this distance, I can still pronounce your name. I know the shape of goodbye, it's written in your eyes. It's every word we never said, every dream we left behind. I know the weight of silence, the sound of one last cry. You didn't slam the door that night, you simply became the shape of goodbye. I wore hope like it could save us, like tomorrow still believed, but forever slipped between us, quiet as the autumn leaves. You were standing right beside me, yet a million miles away. Sometimes love is lost in inches, one small step each passing day. Now I fold the old reminders, letters fading into blue. Every line I read reminds me how completely I loved you. If the moon could tell our story, would it soften all the truth? Or would it shine upon the pieces of a love we couldn't prove? I know the shape of goodbye, it's written in your smile, like a stranger wearing memories that haven't lived in quite a while. I know the taste of heartbreak, the tears that never dry. You didn't leave with angry words, you slowly became goodbye. Maybe love was never broken, maybe it just changed its face. Maybe we were two lost echoes, trying hard to share one space. I'll forgive the empty mornings, I'll forgive the lonely nights, though forgiving doesn't mean the hurt just disappears from sight. One day someone else may find me, when these scars have turned to gold. I carry what we couldn't finish, but I won't let it make me cold. I know the shape of goodbye, but I also know my heart, it can break into 1,000 pieces and still choose another start. I'll carry every lesson, not every reason why, because love is more than losing, more than one last tear to cry. You became a fading memory, like stars before sunrise, and I'll keep walking toward tomorrow, leaving behind the shape of goodbye. When the morning finally finds me, I'll breathe beneath the kind of sky. Your name will will fade into the distance, like the last note of a love